Is it better to meet women in person or online?
First off, I love meeting people in person. Nothing against online dating. Again, it can be very effective if you do it right, but I personally enjoy meeting people face to face. Online dating, you're relegated to a photo that she's going to decide on in a second. In person, you have so much more. You have your fashion, your grooming, your energy, your sense of humor, your confidence, your leadership, your assertiveness, your flirtation, your conversational skills, your nonverbal communication like eye contact. All these things that can work in your favor if you know what you're doing as well, if you practice those things. It seems scarier for a lot of guys. I think that's why a lot of the internet is so bitter also and resentful. That's one of the reasons why we have unrealistic is because we mostly only do online dating because guys are nervous about meeting women in person. And in that instance, you're getting fed that data of all I am is my photo and how attractive I am in this. Because that is the primary buying decision. Even though those women would give you 100% more of a chance in person on average. That's the funny thing. I'm 5'8", man. If I put 5'8" in a profile, a lot of women are going to immediately eliminate me. It does not happen in person the same way. Of course, some do. But in general, they're just cool. If they have to make a decision in 1 second, they're oh, this guy's 5'8" and whatever. Maybe that's too short. But when you meet them in person and they feel everything else, then those standards change and they adjust and women will give you a lot more chances. So that leads me into the point of yeah, I do think people have unrealistic standards at times. I don't think they're unrealistic if you're willing to work on them. But if you want a beautiful woman who's got lots of options, then you better be able to provide the value that a lot of women want. That's where a lot of guys get bitter. They're well, I'm a nice guy and have a good job. Why doesn't this woman like me? Well, she can have a lot of options, so she wants to know other things. She wants to know that you're emotionally available. She wants to feel your sexuality. She wants to know that you can set up a good experience together and create a great date or something like that, okay? I think expectations are mostly unrealistic when you're not willing to put in the work yourself. But that said, I do think there are some unrealistic expectations where guys just want only the most beautiful women and women want the most successful guys. And it's being fed to us from social media. The thing is, it ties back to what I said earlier. That's only what people believe that they'll respond to. If you ask 100 women on paper, what would you prefer? A 5'8" guy who's skinny and trimpy like me or a 6'3" guy who's super jacked? And of course, on paper, logically, people are going to be yeah, the second. But the reality is 95% of us don't fit into those categories. And once you meet somebody and you have a vibe, all that goes out the window. You know how many women say, oh, I only want a guy who's 6'3", tall, dark, and handsome and has this? And then those beautiful women will fall in love and marry a guy who's not that way. Endless amounts. My point is this. I do think online dating and social media fuel those unrealistic expectations. And I think that if you're only using online dating, you really feel it. I think that expectations can be more realistic if you're willing to put in the work from what you expect from others. If you want a top shelf woman that has lots of options, you got to work on all the things we talk about: confidence, grooming, fashion, having a social lifestyle, and so forth. Because that woman puts effort into looking good, staying in shape, etc. You have to kind of expect the same yourself. Now, that being said, I think that it's not based in reality when red pill and black pill and all these people say this is the way it is, women will never give you a chance. Go into the real world, dude. It's when you ask 100 women online, would you ever want a guy to come up and talk to you out, at a coffee shop? And they're no. And then 70% of the time they are really excited about it. People, what they think they want and what they actually respond to are wildly different.